see you hater, my motivator. Y'all make me greater.
As you can see, I'm finna do an unboxing. I got some Fiberglass tweeters here that I got in the mail the other day for my Fiberglass tweeter pods, speaker pods. You might can tell I like doing fiberglassing. I never thought I'd be doing fiberglass work at first. I started looking on YouTube trying to see how it was done. So I said, man, that don't look too hard. Let me try it. So here I am. But for those that's just trying out fiberglass for the first time, don't let the haters knock you off track, because they're going to hate when they see you doing good. They're going to hate if you're doing bad. They're just going to hate just to be hating. So stay focused. Second shift. Come on, bruh. We need a video from you. We ain't heard from you in a while. And you know, I used to shout out everybody's name at the end of my video. But you know, I got so many supporters right now. It'll take me forever to get them names together. So I like to give a shout out to everybody that support me on YouTube. I appreciate it. That's why I do these videos. Booth. From the fiberglass and tweeter pods. Got me some kickers here. CST 20s. Take you on the journey with me. Might not be the right way, but it's going to be the spray way. These here you can mount them flush mount, angle mount, and surface mount. I'm going to go with the flush mount. It comes with a crossover. I'm going to put them in the A-pillars. I think I'm going to go with 2 in each pillar. I think that'll be a good look. I got my drill there. And I got my holes all set. What I'm doing now, I'm cutting my holes out. My inner circle is 1 3/4 inches, and I'm gonna use 2.5 inches for my outer circle. But what you want to do, you want to take your 2.5 inch, your outer circle, you want to cut it first. But you don't want to cut the circle all the way through. Just start it. Because if you cut it all the way through, then you ain't gonna have no spot where you can cut your inner circle. So you want to start it. See how I started right there? Then you come back and stick your inner circle in there. See, it's directly in the middle now. Then you want to cut it. You want to cut it on out, like I did right here. Then you come back and finish cutting your outer circle out. See, I already done cut this one here. I'm trying to map it out how I want my tweeters laid out. I got my hot glue gun. Then glued these 2 pieces together right here. I'm gonna do these the same way, but I'm gonna have it angled the opposite way for the right side pillar. I got my circles glued like I want them. I think I'm gonna go with something somewhat like this, sitting up. I was gonna use this wooden dowel for my legs, but it's kind of too big, so I got my old paint stir and just cut some out with a box cutter, some straight lines. Just get a snip or something. I use this snip here. It's a 10 snip, but it'll work. Just cut them off right here. But these what I'm gonna use for my legs. I'm gonna hot glue it too. I went on and cut the back out. Well, not the back. I went on to cut some holes because I am gonna cut the back out once I fiberglass and fleece it. I'm gonna cut the entire back out where the tweeter sit at. But I went on to cut these holes here just so when I do cut the back out, I know exactly where to cut because I'll be able to see where everything at. I just used the same hole saw, but I cut the inside circle out with. You can kind of see what I'm doing now. I just put the 3 legs on there because that's the only part that's gonna be flat. See, I got this one already hot glued. See that leg over there? It's gonna be a little longer. That's why I ain't put that on yet. Then I also got to put these legs on. But this how it's gonna be. Plus them circles will help you line it up when you're putting it on. I got the legs all on this one here. I gotta finish that one on up. See, it's strong. The hot glue, a lifesaver. Just think you had tried to do this with some liquid nails or something, or staples. It's real quick with that hot glue. Got it set up like I want it. I got both pieces done now. What I'm finna do now, I'm finna glue this back together with some plastic weld. There go the plastic weld. I'm just gonna cut this piece here straight off because I ain't gonna screw it down to the pillar right there. I think the screws there, that one and that one there will work just fine. But on this one here, it had already broke off. So that's what I'm finna do now. I'm prepping my piece for fleece now. I just roughed it up with some sandpaper so my glue will stick a lot better. I'm gonna use this Loctite. I got my other piece over here drying up from where I glued that piece back together. I think the glue about dry now. I went and got 2 yards of fleece at Walmart. I paid $5.94 for it. I got some thinner fleece this time because these ain't nothing but tweeter pods. It's a fleece cutout. When you're wrapping stuff up with fleece, you want to start in the middle and work your way to the end. But since this is an awkward shape, I'm gonna start right here. There you cut it off. Wrapped up in fleece. I overlapped all my edges, just so when you start putting that resin on, if you just cut it off on the edge, the fleece might start sliding up. So I try to overlap all my edges. But I still gotta run staples through right here, all the way around here. Same thing with this. When you put that fleece on, it'll start rolling back. So I'm gonna staple the outline, form this on up, just around the outline. But everything else should be good to go as far as pulling up. What I'm hoping, this ABS plastic, I'm hoping it don't crack when I start shooting these staples through it. We're gonna see. I got both pieces wrapped up in fleece now. I got my outline stapled all the way around like I want it. I tried to get both pieces somewhat identical, but ain't no way you're gonna get them identical. But they somewhat alike. Time for some resin now. I got my fiberglass resin. I got some of it poured in a cup. Got a paint stirrer, chip brush, and my hardener. I got my first layer of fiberglass laid around this part here. The only thing I did, I took some scissors and cut me some strips of fiberglass mat and laid it in some wet resin. What you want to do, you just want to tap it in with the chip brush so you can get all the air pockets out, the air bubbles. Alright, I'm finna get ready and do this part here now. See YouTube? I got me a piece of fiberglass mat laid down in some wet resin. About to go ahead and cover this part here. I haven't did that one yet, but that's the strip I cut out. Keep dabbing it with the chip brush. Kind of hard trying to do this with one hand because this piece so light, it's keep going all over the place. Trying to film it and do it at the same time. But I think I'm getting it though. Let me go finish this here, YouTube. I'm gonna cut you back on. I got my first coat of fiberglass mat down. I went and got my DA sander with some 80 grit sandpaper and knocked down all my high spots where the fiberglass hairs were sticking up. I just knocked it down before I put another coat of fiberglass mat. I just like to do that because it makes the job a lot easier than trying to do it all at the end. I also went back on this piece here. I trimmed that out, trying to smooth it out because I'm gonna bring it on across with resin. I cleaned that out enough. I'm gonna leave this here overlap that fleece there. Clean that out too. See this one here, I haven't did it yet. See, I gotta get that fleece up. Plus on this side too. I'm finna take my hole saw and cut my hole back out. It ain't really nothing but the fleece with one coat of resin on it. So it'll cut out pretty easy. Holes cut out. Put another layer of fiberglass mat on it. Then I went back and sanded it down with the DA. I haven't did nothing by hand. All this the DA. I ain't gonna do nothing by hand until I start doing my final sanding. See, around here I couldn't get enough with the DA, so I'm gonna work with it. I'm finna get ready to start mixing up me some Rondo. Rondo consists of lightweight filler and resin mixed together. You can also use bundle glass. But since these ain't number tweeter pods, it ain't gotta be that strong, so I'm going straight with lightweight filler and resin. This is how I mix mine up. I mix my lightweight filler up normal and my resin up normal. Then I put both of them in a cup. Then I mix them together. That makes Rondo. It make the filler easy to spread. Then you can get you a chip brush and just brush it on instead of a spreader trying to spread it on. But I'm gonna get that going, then I'm gonna cut you back on. I got my lightweight filler and my resin. Now I'm just gonna stir it up. Got my chip brush. Just want to give you an idea how it went down. I'm gonna put the camera down so I can go on and get it done. I got the rondo brushed on. I'm gonna let this dry up. Then I'm gonna go ahead and knock this down. I'm gonna cut you back on. Rondo done dried up. Still got some dimples that it didn't cover. But once I hit it with the DA again, it should about cover it. But what it don't cover, I'm just gonna go back over with some glazing putty. Let me kind of show you what I'm doing. See what I did? I got the DA and hit it. See, can I zoom in for you? See them dark spots right here? Them low spots. But you can tell it's just about smooth because it ain't very many of them dark spots. But I can come on down some and take care of that. Take it behind the scenes one more time. You see them dimples? The dark spots? All them low spots. But if I take it down a little bit more, I believe I can smooth that on out instead of trying to put glaze and put in that. It's just the DA right here, nothing but the DA. See, you really ain't gotta do much hand sanding until you start doing your final sanding. See, I got my DA on about 1.5 or close to it, not even 1.5. Cause you don't want to turn it all the way up to, see, it go all the way up to 6. You want it real slow, so it don't eat up too much of it and square your ends off. Just wanted to show you that. I got one completely DA'd down, except spots in here where I couldn't get the DA. But what I'm gonna do about them spots, see, at first I said I was gonna get some glaze and put it, fill these dimples and pinholes. But I'm gonna mix up some more lightweight filler and dip my finger in it. Then just take some and rub around all my little low spots with my finger. All up in here. All around here. I'm just gonna rub it with my finger. See spots like this? I sprayed some lightweight filler down around my low spots with my finger. Still kind of wet. It ain't fully dry yet. Got one completely sanded. It's ready to be glazed with the glazing putty. I got my glazing putty here. It's made by Bundo. But you still can see some of the imperfections. But the glazing putty gonna take care of that. But this is what I did. I got some 120. I just tore my piece off, kind of folded it up, and went around all my little edges with it up in here. And once I did that, I got this sanding sponge. It's for sanding sheetrock. But I found out it worked pretty good doing this fiberglass too, because you can get the curves and all that with it. This equivalent to about 180. But once I hit it with this 120, I came back and got it with this. But I haven't did this one yet. I'm finna take care of this one here. Then I'm cut you back on when I get ready to put the glaze and put it on. Okay, before we get started filling all the pinholes and imperfections with glazing putty, it's for pinholes, scratches, minor dings, and hairline cracks. It's not for filling big spots. If you got something real big, you want to use some lightweight filler, because this glazing putty is for small little imperfections. So don't try to fill nothing big with it. And when you're putting it on, make sure you let it dry, because if you don't let it dry, it's just gonna pull it back up out the hole. Let me show you. See something like that? That's what glazing putty for. If it was any bigger than that, you would want to go on and put some more lightweight fill on it. But I could have knocked this down some more and kind of smooth it on out, but I want to leave the shape like that, so I'm just going to fill it with some glazing putty. Okay, I done finished putting the glaze and put it down. You can see right there my last spread, but you can tell the part that I had did earlier, it's kind of light, and that part dark. That's when you know it's dry. I repeat, don't try to sand this when it's wet. Wait till it dry. When you're doing this kind of work here, like painting, fiberglass, you gotta have patience. If you ain't got no patience, don't even try this. Gotta have patience. But I like to put my glaze and put it down before I even prime. But once I prime it, there's gonna be some more pinholes somewhere that I didn't see. So I'm gonna put some more glaze and put it after my first coat of primer. Everything done dried up now. It's been sitting in here overnight. You know, I ain't in no rush though, but it usually take about 20 to 25 minutes to dry. But I'm not in no rush, so I let it sit overnight. What I'm finna do now, I got me a sanding sponge. I'm just finna knock this glaze and put it down. Then I'm gonna be ready to shoot my first coat of primer once I drill my holes in here, so I can drill it down to the pillar. But I'm gonna take care of that, then I'm gonna cut you back on. I done started doing my sanding. I got all my flat surface with my sanding sponge. But around here, I got some sandpaper I picked up from Harbor Freight. It got 60 grit, 320, and 500. I grabbed this piece of this 500, but it feel like about 320, so it's pretty rough. It don't feel like 500. So I cut my piece off. I done started doing this one over here. Cut me a piece off about this size here. I got a little trick for you. When your sandpaper get covered in sand and dust, don't throw it away. You can reuse it. Just get you a brush, take it, back to normal. Got to sand it down now. I seen a couple more spots I had hit with the glazing putty. But what I'm working on now, I'm working on drilling me some holes so I can mount it to the pillars. Because on these box Chevys, it had screws to mount it to the pillars, but I done covered them up. I could have used this one, but this one down here, I'm not gonna be able to use no more because when I fiberglass the speaker in, it covered it up. So I'm gonna drill me some more holes, some new holes. But what I got here, I got a 13/64 drill bit and 3/8. The smallest drill bit take over here to this other pillar. I done started on. I drilled my first hole with it, as you can see. And then my biggest bit, once I drilled it, I came back and countersunk it with my biggest bit. See the screw? Once I sand it, smooth it on out, it's gonna sit down in there like that, flush. Countersunk. But that's what I'm working on now, as you can tell. Let me wrap it up and I'm gonna cut you back on. Holes drilled out. After I did that, I turned them over and mixed up some bundle glass and put a dab on the back of each one of them. The reason why I did that, for added protection. I didn't really have to do it, but I did it so when you screw the screw down, it don't push through. I done cleaned my holes out. I took a piece of sandpaper and went around the edge to round it off. I'm working on this here now. I'm cutting this back out so I'll be able to access it to put this in to mount the tweeter. I'm using this cutoff tool I got from Home Depot. I took the guard off so I'll be able to get up in here better. Around this little tight spot here. But I done did this one over here. Let me show it to you. See, I gotta be able to get up in here and put this in there. Like that. Okay, we're getting to the good part now. It's prime time. I'm just using some aerosol right now. I'm gonna do my finishing sanding with this aerosol. Then before I paint it, I'm gonna use 2K primer. Okay, let's see what it's gonna start looking like. want to go light on your first coat. Coat of primer. I really ain't got no imperfections. Primer done dried. Y'all see them light spots? That's where the glazing put at and the fill at. My next coat of primer gonna cover it. It's gonna seal it. I seen a few more pinholes throughout. It ain't very many though. See, can I zoom in for you? See right there? Little small little pinholes. Little dimple right there. Got one right there. One. There you go. But let me go and take care of them. Then I'm getting ready to shoot my second coat of primer. This the final glaze. I'm done with the glaze and put after this round here. I still haven't made up my mind how I was gonna paint it. I'm thinking about spraying some kind of texture on it, then putting my color, then spraying a flat clear over my color. Because I really don't want nothing shine on the inside of it. That's what I'm thinking about going with. See, if I spray that texture finish on it, I didn't even have to do this here. Because it'll cover up all the imperfections. But I haven't made up my mind yet, so. But this is it. I'm going to smooth it out. And hopefully I make up my mind. Got it back sanded down. This is going to be my last coat of primer. I really don't got to shoot no more primer on it because I'm going to go with a bed liner texture paint by Rustoleum. I got to go pick it up, so I'm going to shoot another coat of primer and let it dry. By the time I get back, I'll be ready to shoot the bed line on it. From Home Depot, I picked up this Rustoleum hammer. I thought about going with this as my texture, but as I was going down the road, driving down the road, I was in my Impala, and I was looking at the door panels, the factory door panels, and it didn't look like this. It looked more like a truck bed liner. So I swung by AutoZone and got this here. I'm gonna spray a test panel and see how it look. I think I'm gonna go with this here instead of this texture. Cause I'm gonna spray this down, then I'm gonna spray my color on top of it. Let me get set up and I'm gonna cut you back on. I got 2 coats of Rustoleum bed liner laid down. Got me a nice layer texture, what I was looking for. Finna get ready to spray my color over this. I'm going with a metallic. I'm putting ostrich seats in it. My interior gonna be ostrich. This is gonna be this color here. I ain't came up with my secondary color yet, but it's gonna be one of the dark colors or the light colors. But I got me some metallic right here. I haven't mixed it up yet, but you can kind of tell how it's gonna look. Gonna mix it up and spray it on here. I got the metallic base laid down. You can see the texture now. Real good. I just put 2 coats on it. Now I'm finna get ready to spray my flat clear. We done seen the wet, now it's time to see the flat. I got some of this ALLKANDY flat and clear. Like I said before, I didn't want no shiny look on the inside on my interior. I wanted that factory look. So I grabbed some of this from Big 10. I ain't never sprayed none, but it should spray like regular clear. I just want to flatten it on out, that matte look. I think this gonna do the job though. The flat clear look like when you open it. Down 3 coats of that flat ALLKANDY clear. You can still see some of the gloss on some of it. Up in here done flashed off. It done Flash on off. And I'm gonna come back up in here. I'm gonna let it sit overnight because I'm finna go in right now. I'm gonna cut you back on in the morning.
Shoes. What's even better, I got Prados and them Gucci's too. Yeah, you like the Louis, you like my Louis shoes. What's even better, I got Prados and them Gucci's too. Bought in high school, but now I'm ballin' pro. Live tonight, cause tomorrow ain't promised, yo. But free all my folks, free all my goons. My partner Gabe, say me, damn it, that's my brother too. We had some problems, but we solved them, now we all cool. And partner them get back, I got rest so they can ball too. Peasy told me I ain't talking about shit. So if it ain't about money, I ain't talking about shit. Stupid shit, dumb bro. I'm a young don. Ask your girl, she'll tell you I stunt hard.